before. It's called The Switch, and last chapter, Rhea and Emerus and Shim had escaped from the goblins by going down the river unceasing, and then they got in a little bit of a fight, and so Emerus walked into the forest, and the goblins attacked him in trouble, and he got knocked out. So here's chapter 24. Called The Switch. Conscious again, I sat bolt upright. Though my head still swam, I could make out the massive boughs of trees all around me. I inhaled the rich, moist air. I listened to the quiet whispering of the branches, which sounded strangely somber, and I knew I must still be in Druma Wood. No sign anywhere of the goblins, or of trouble. Was it all a bad dream? Then why did my head hurt so much? "You is awake, Gysies." Startled, I turned. "Shim, what happened?" The little giant examined me warily. "You was never very nicely to me. Is you going to hurts me if I tells you?" No, you can be sure of that. I won't hurt you. Just tell me what happened." Still reticent, Shim rubbed his pear-shaped nose thoughtfully. "I won't hurt you. Certainly, definitely, absolutely." "All right." Keeping his distance, he paced back and forth on the mossy soil. "The girl, the nicely one, she hears you fighting. She is upset about the goblins' capture you. She wants to find you, but I tells her this is madness. I do try. At this point he sniffed. His eyes, more pink than usual, squinted at me. A tear rolled down his cheek, making a wide curve around his nose. "But she does not listen to Shim. I comes with her, but I is scared. Very, very scared. We comes to the woods and finds the place where you fights the goblins is." I grabbed him by the arm. Small though it was, it felt as muscled as a sailor's. "Did you see a hawk? A little one?" The little giant pulled away. "She finds some feathers, all bloody, by a tree. But no hawk. She is sad, Shim can tell. This hawk, he is your friend?" Friend. The word surprised me as much as it saddened me. Yes, the bird would have given anything to lose just a few days ago had indeed become my friend, just in time to leave me. Once again I knew the pain of losing what I had only just found. "You was sad too." "Yes," I said quietly. "Then you is not going to like the rest. It isn't nicely, not at all." "Tell me." Shim stepped over to a hefty hemlock root and sat down dejectedly. "She follows your trail. Shim comes too, but I is more and more scared. We find the place where goblins is camp. They is fighting, pushing and shouting. Then she makes the switch." I gasped. "The switch?" Another tear rolled down his cheek, rounding the edge of his nose. "I tells her not to do it. I tells her. But she shusses me quietly and sneaks up to the sack holding you. She unties it, pulls you out over to these bushes. We both tries to awakens you, but you is like dead, so she climbs into the sack herself. I tries to stop her, but she says—" "What? Tell me." "She says that she must do it, for you is the Druma's only hope." My heart turned into lead. "Then the goblins is stopped fighting. Without looksings into the sack, they carried her off." No, she shouldn't have done that." Shim cringed. "I know you is not going to like it." "As soon as they find her, oh, it's too horrible." "It is horrible, isn't it?" Images of Rhea crowded my mind, feasting beneath the fruity boughs of the shimora, showing me constellations in the darkest part of the night sky, greeting Arbasa with a shower of dew on her face, wrapping her finger around my own, watching me and the glowing Galator within the crystal cave. My only two friends, gone in the same day. I slammed my fist against the moss-covered turf. "It's always the same for me. Whatever I find, I lose." Shim's tiny shoulders drooped. "And there's nothing we can do to stop it." I swung my face toward his. "Oh, yes, there is." Wobbly though I was, I forced myself to stand. "I am going after her." Shim recoiled and nearly fell backward off the root. "You was full of madness." "Maybe so, but I'm not going to lose the one friend I have left without a fight. I'm going after them, wherever they took her, even if it means going all the way to the shrouded castle itself." "Madness," repeated Shim. "You was full of madness." "Which way did they go?" "Down the river. They is marching fast." "Then I will too. Goodbye." "Wait." Shim grabbed hold of my knee. I is full of madness myself. Though touched by the giant's intention, I shook my head. No, I can't take you, Shim. You'll just get in the way. I is not any fighter, that is truly. I is scared of almost everything, but I is full of madness. I sighed, knowing I was not much of a fighter myself. No. I asks you, please. No. That girl, she is sweet to me, sweet like honey. I only wants to help her. For several seconds I studied the upturned face by my knee. All right, I said at last. You may come. Oh, we are on part 3! But we'll have to read it tomorrow. That was a quick chapter, but I don't want to start part 3 yet, so I'll read it tomorrow. Have a great night.